Welcome to the family of the new Blackstone. So I'm not necessarily going to do a review today. It's more about all way with the old, in with the new. Really quick video today. I got this at Costco, and there's really one reason. I do not know the history of Blackstone. I do not know if they've come out this before, or if this is like hush hush, if this is a Costco exclusive. I did try to buy the 3 burner, but that came directly from Blackstone. We're walking in our Costco, and I happened to see this one, and it was a 4 burner, and I liked it. The Omnivore Griddle Blackout Edition. Now, the reason why that's important, because most of my other griddles from Blackstone recently had been the Omnivore, but however, this is pre-seasoned. If you're a fan of the channel, or if you follow me at all, if you're new to the channel, my core belief is you should put your success in your own hands, not another company's. However, I do feel like that other companies have come out with successful style pre-seasoned griddles. What does that mean? That means that we can take away the idea that you have to season initially. Do not think for one reason that this griddle's pre-seasoned and you never have to season again. That is far from the truth. But the initial seasoning for some people can be chaotic, hectic, and all that stuff. I'm not going to season it because I know how to season. So as a consumer, I think you agreed. This is a pre-seasoned griddle. I could just cook right on it. That was your exact statement.
Yep.
That being said, we're just going to wash it off with a little soapy water, get it dried, and get this thing fired up. We're doing bacon into my homemade famous pancakes. If you're wondering why you clean it with soap and water to begin with, is because you never know what kind of chemicals or dirt, debris, or oils they use for transporting, because you got to keep your griddle non-rusty, right? So all we're doing is just taking off any dirt and debris, any bad oils, or anything that we don't want in our food. Not a big deal to clean it with soap and water to begin with. And I know what you're thinking. You got to griddle without the hood. No, since we film like this, then we took the hood off. Yes, it comes with a hood. It's got the X-brace in there to prevent like misshaping, warping, and stuff like that. So this does come with a hood, and when we got it from Costco, it did come with a grill cover, which I happen to like because you guys know that I move my grills and griddles in and out a lot. This is the patio collection, and to be honest with you, when I was putting it together, I actually enjoyed this one. This was it was built a little bit different. I thought it had some beefiness, some sturdiness. The parts that came with it seemed to be right on par with some of the thicker parts that we've dealt with before, and I like that because you could just definitely tell there's some beef behind it. And I felt, you know, the only problem I had a problem with was this shelf, and that was my fault, not the instructions fault. I could not read to save my life. But that being said, it was pretty easy to put together, and other than that, we're going to get it started. So the propane tank's hooked up. It does have a trash can liner. I don't ever use them. It does have a paper towel holder. Your shelves fold down. It's got a handle with a little cushion grip right there. Over here, the shelf folds down completely. And then it's got a bottom shelf that's got holes in it, obviously because of moisture. Oh, and don't forget your incredibly important bottle opener.
This little bin in the front is nice too.
Yep.
For your oil.
Absolutely. Anytime you can store stuff. One thing I would like to say that I really like about this design, which is one of my pet peeves, so the fact that they've done it. When you store something, a lot of times I do not store it with a propane tank. I'll take the propane tank off and just use it on another grill. Or the fact that they still allowed you to do this. So anyways, a lot of griddles or companies will make this a stagnant, what's it called? Sturdy shelf. A shelf that does not move.
Yeah, non-movable.
Non-movable, non-adjustable shelf. This shelf does move down even with the propane tank there. So if you took the propane tank off, you could still have a smaller footprint, and I really enjoy that. I gotta be honest with you, this color pattern, this like hammered metal.
I know, it's really nice.
All like, about it.
I don't know if you can tell, but
yeah, all about it.
It seems like it won't like show like scratches and stuff as easily.
Hopefully.
Kind of.
Ready to get this thing fired up?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna go on low from the turn each time. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got little eye openers. That's what I call them. You can see the blue flame through there for each eye. Just to clarify, in case there's any misunderstanding, I'm not using bacon to season the griddle. I'm only using the bacon because it's just another way for you to learn your hot and cold spots. Typically I use bread. Today we're not using bread, we're just going to use pancakes and bacon. I think you get the same effect. I think the bread is probably a little bit more for like the newbies that really want to know, but after you've done it for so long, you just kind of understand and just go with it. But today we'll be able to see, like, you know, does the bacon cook on the outside versus the inside? And if you notice, that's why I'm laying it horizontal, because you're getting the whole width of the griddle. I put that first piece of bacon down, and you could just tell the way it hung onto the griddle, and I was like, uh-oh. But the reality is, pretty impressed so far. You kind of see the hot spot right here in the middle. That's traditional. A little bit lighter on the edges. That's traditional. But, yeah, I mean, this would be like right out of the box. Got a little line right there. See what I'm talking about? How this is not cooked and this is? So you just learn all that stuff. Not a big deal. Finish up the bacon. So my first observation is pretty damn good. Pretty dang good. I will say this. So some of the bacon did stick. However, if you think about a griddle, in my opinion, every single time you use it, you clean it and you add a layer of oil down for protection, blah, blah, blah. This was right out of the factory. We wash it with soap, so there's no protection down. So you would think that when cooking bacon that you don't need a lubricant. Since it's your very first go about it on a pre-seasoned griddle, maybe throw down a light layer of avocado oil or a tallow or even bacon grease if you have it saved. Because, you know, I think that would have helped. If it was my opinion, I give it like an A for pre-seasoned. I thought the bacon came off relatively easy. There should have been maybe just a thin layer of oil down on the very first go. After that, it's always going to have oil on it. What are you planning on doing with all this bacon?
Ooh, you just bought some of those good heirloom tomatoes.
Speaking my language.
And we have lettuce.
Talk to me.
And we have our good bread.
Talking to me dirty now. That's my love language.
BLT.
All right, everything's still on low. It's been on for quite a while. I'm just going to zap a quick temp here because obviously you see that we're smoking with the bacon grease, which probably means we're above 400, 430, 460, 450, and 400. So about 400 on the edges and about 450 on the inside. That translates to just about every single Blackstone that we've reviewed. Right now I'm just going to cut all the knobs off because when you're making pancakes, what's our target temp?
Is it like 375?
Yes.
We might not have any bacon left, honey.
And speaking of homemade pancakes, we got to make it. You guys love it, and every single time we have a chance to do it, we do it. We have flour. We have flour, baking soda, and salt, baking powder, white sugar. Give that a quick mix. We have whole milk and 2 eggs, oil and vanilla extract, the star of the show, a little sour cream, and don't forget that apple cider vinegar. Give this a mix, and it'll give us plenty of time for our griddle to heat back up. See all that frothiness right on the griddle? And since the middle of the griddle is the hottest, it came up to temp faster. All right, that's pretty much exactly what our thermometer showed us, that the middle is going to be a little bit harder than the edges, but that is exactly the same rhythm and the same way that all the other ones go. So pretty good to me. One quick note, when we make our pancakes, somebody commented one time and said, hey, don't add butter to the griddle because it helps the pancake batter spread. And I'm a butter on a pancake kind of guy. So some people use oil, some people use butter. So I thought to myself, if I use butter, then you're adding that butter flavor. However, if you don't use it, you can see that we ain't kidding when we talk about fluffy pancakes. Look at the rise on them bad boys. Don't be scared of the apple cider vinegar now. That's a good temp right there. See how that butter's nice and bubbly but not turning brown? That's all day long. Remember, this side is off and this side is off. This is on and this is on. So that's looking good right there. The reason I throw those eggs down because it's a great way to see if your griddle's actually seasoned. We know that during the process, when you got eggs that stick, it is a nightmare. Through this video, I did not season the griddle at all. Put bacon down, yes I did, but it never even got a chance to season. Once the smoke started going, after the bacon was off, we're scraping it off, you guys saw that. For the eggs to come off that clean and that easy, spot on, right? That's really good. I will have another similar opinion when we finish the video because I've already made it, but yeah, that's good. For your eggs to come off on a pre-seasoned griddle that easily, a little butter, that's good.
Can you say what you just did?
This side of the griddle is on, this side of the griddle is off, and I notice I'm just a little bit light in the texture here, so I just moved it to the direct heat just to bump up that temperature just a hair. On a brand new seasoned griddle, I do not want butter to be the last thing on the griddle. Butter, you do not season with, so I'm getting it all off. One thing I preach by is the proof is in the pudding. As you can see, the pancakes came out really well. Bacon did okay. I think we learned a lesson, and the eggs came out flawless. So what does that tell us? I'm the type of person that I would not consider myself OCD. I just have a lot of experience. For the newbie out there that wants to buy a griddle that does not have to worry about seasoning the griddle, spot on. I mean, like, it's really, really good. I don't know if you can get it better, right? It just doesn't make it. Everything came off with no seasoning. I'm the type of person that after cooking on it, I would prefer to do 1 or 2 rounds of seasoning, just like we mentioned on the Weber slate. It came pre-seasoned. And then there's a big channel of people that swear that, oh, you're not supposed to season it. And then even in the rule book, or the, what you call it?
Instruction manual.
It says that if you want to season it, you can, right? You're not hurting anybody's feelings. It's your griddle. If you want to take a couple rounds and go and season it because you feel comfortable in your process, then I would recommend that. I will do that. After this video, I've got everything dried off. Everything's clean. Everything's on low right now just to dry that moisture off. I'm going to throw a couple rounds of avocado on there because I have nothing else to do and I feel like I'm very confident in it. But it just goes to show you that, hey, if you're a newbie and you want to buy a griddle and you want to bypass that, it will take a while to build up your seasoning because all the food you cook. Just remember, don't put butter as the last thing on your griddle. Go ahead and steam that off because butter will burn and that's not a good seasoning oil.
Overall thoughts?
Fantastic. Super excited. I haven't had a 4-burner in a long time. I think there's a little wobble in it, but a lot of people, you guys recommend that you can take like a little space washer. It's not warped. It was doing that before. So something's not level. Maybe I'll just double check everything, right? But some people say put like a space washer in there and should even itself out. But I like the idea of the pre-season. I like the idea that it can hit an audience that might be timid or scared because they don't want to season. I thought the temperatures were exactly in line with the previous ones that we've had. I like it. I like the color combination. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. Peace. Don't forget that pancake recipe is listed down below or on our website, theflattopking.com.
Now, BLTs.
Oh, pancake BLTs. We could do.
No.
What if we did bacon, this, and cheese and egg and made like a sandwich?
Let's just save the pancakes for the kids. Just give me that bacon.